Okay, good afternoon. So we'll begin our lesson now. So I can see that most of you have put down your name in the chat room. Yes, it's correct. And since we only have our class in this classroom today, as usual, I will check your attendance one by one. Okay, so as usual, when I call your name, please tell me if you are here or not. Yvonne?
Hello.
Yes. Alice?
Oh, hi.
Coral?
Hi.
Lucy?
Hi.
Emma?
Hi.
Yo-Yo?
Hello.
Emily?
Hi.
Mary?
Hi.
Christina?
Hi.
Christina?
Hi.
Bobo? Bobo? Haley?
Hello.
Tiffany? Tiffany? Okay. Mermaid?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Kathy?
Hello.
Angela?
Um.
Avis?
Present. Oh, I'm so good.
Present. Okay. Sam?
Hello.
Kiko? Kiko? Raby? Raby?
Hi.
Hi. Wallace?
Hi.
Kim? Okay. Ali?
Jack.
Yes. Marco?
Bye.
Oscar? Oscar? Okay. Ron?
Hello.
Mark?
Hi.
Hi. Alvin? Alvin?
Hi.
Yes. Matthew?
Hello.
Jackson?
Hi.
Jackson?
Hi.
Yes. Jason? Okay. Yale?
Hi.
Okay. Max?
Hi.
Okay. Dixon?
Hi.
All right. So we don't have Kiko and Bobo today. Bobo, Kiko, are you here? Bobo and Kiko? No? Okay. So before we check the grammar book, I have a few announcements before we check the grammar book. So today is the last lesson before your Easter holidays. So you will have 2 weeks holiday, and next lesson will be on the 21st of February. 21st of February. So in other words, you have 2 weeks time to finish your homework, and I'm going to show you now your homework. The due date is the 20th of April. So I'm going to show you now. You can also find this on eClass. Wait. Okay. So here we go. So you should have seen these documents. You can find it in the WeChat group and also on eClass. So you can see that your next lesson will be on the 21st of April, 2020, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. like today. And the first homework, you don't have to do this, is for 2A to 2C class only, because we have learned it through our online lessons, gerunds and to infinitives. We learned this topic already. They don't have Zoom lessons, So therefore, they have to watch videos to learn. You don't have to finish the first one. But for the second one, you have to complete this exercise and upload it to the e-class folder Easter holiday assignment. And this is your Easter holiday assignment. I'm going to show you now the Easter holiday assignment. Okay, please wait. You can also scan the QR code or click the link to go to the file, or you can download it, or you can download the file on the e-class. Let me show you the Easter holiday assignment. So I'll go through it. I'll go through it with you thoroughly in details now. Okay, so this is the Easter holiday assignment. There are two pieces. Okay, hi Avis. So there are two pieces of reading comprehension. All right. The first one is a book report. Book reports. Reading comprehension exercise. And the second test is an article. All right. It's an article about smoking. Smoking. Not difficult.
Wait, I can smoke? Yeah.
You smoke? Marco, do you smoke now? Marco? All right. And then for the grammar part, so remember the grammar parts included in the Easter holidays assignment are the ones that we taught during this holiday after February. So the first topic is direct speech, dialogue, writing dialogue. All right, you learned it in February. And the second one, I don't know if you still remember, you learned present participle clause and past participle clause. So in this exercise, it is about participle clauses. You have to rewrite the sentences using either present participle clause or past participle clause. And also, during this holiday, so if you find some words overlap, you have to download it and use Microsoft Word to open. Do not use your phone. You need to find a computer to do it. Do not use your phone. And for this exercise, it's about conditional sentences. You learned type 1 conditional sentence. You remember we have talked about the difference between type 0 conditional sentence and type 1. And this exercise is about type 1. So make sure you know how to form the sentences. If your computer is too slow, you need a better computer. But since you live in Shenzhen, you can't come back to our school. The computer room is open now in our school for students to go to online lessons. And this exercise is about gerunds and to infinitives. We learned it last week. You remember after some verbs, we need to use gerunds. And after some verbs, we need to use to infinitives. And this is the exercise to test whether you understand the difference. All right. And the last exercise, sorry, not the last. Last but not least, you also have to do an exercise about linking words and connectives. We are talking about connectives this week. On Tuesday, we learned 5 types of connectives. And today we are going to have a revision of some connectives that you learned before. Not in Form 2, but I'm sure you learned the connectives that we are going to talk about today before, maybe in primary school or in secondary 1. We are going to check the grammar book version. So this is an exercise about linking words or connectives. All right. And the last one, we have a consolidation exercise. Is about missed grammar items. All right, so there are 8 exercises in this Easter holiday assignment. And you have to complete it. You can use Microsoft Word or whatever software that you know to complete it and upload it to e-class before the 20th of April. So any questions about the Easter holiday assignments? Any questions? If no questions, the next thing you have to do is assignment 6. Assignment 6. But pay attention, you do not have to do this. You see, you don't have to do this 2A to 2C only. So don't do this. You only have to do this because you're 2E. We are doing grammar books. We are doing grammar books. But for 2A and 2B, 2C students, they are not doing their grammar books. So this is why they have to do these assignments. But not you. All right? And the next thing is you have to, like usual, every week you have to do a Kahoot quiz. So this week quiz is about gerunds and to infinitives. And remember the deadline is 20th of April. After the deadline, you cannot do it. But when you come back to the school, you have to do it. This is a must. If you forget doing it during the holiday, you have to do it again after you come back to the school, maybe later. All right? And the last piece of homework is this one. You know it already. So you have to use a paper to write a report on each of the 2 following online stories. So there are 2 stories. One is called The Star Child, and the other is called The Garden. You have to watch the video. So this is an ebook, an audio book. You have to use a paper to finish these 4 sections. And then also you have to finish it before the 20th of April. And then later I will announce how to submit this piece of homework. All right? So any questions about our Easter holidays homework? Any questions? All right. So if no questions, let's open your grammar book. And we'll check the answers of unit, let me see. Yes, here, unit 12 today, unit 12. All right, so if you have the book with you, please turn to page 94, because I'm going to have a quick revision with you before we check the answers of the pages that we have done this week. All right. Okay, so linking words. I'll go through it very quickly because these linking words are not difficult, are easy. All right, I'll go through it quickly. The first one, of course, is and I'm not going to talk about it now. Okay, and it's easy. And look at here, we use but, although, though, or even though. All right, so we have although, though, and even though. Just to remember the difference between although and though, although and though. To save time, let me answer this question. Although is more formal when you write. If you want to write formally, use although. But if you want to write informally, you can use though. All right? So there's the difference between although and though. We use them to join different or contrasting ideas. In Chinese, it is 尽管. Okay, so how to show reasons? These are easy. We use as, because, and since to show reasons. We also learned some of them this week to show the cause and effect relationship, and we can also use them in your writing later. All right, this page 95. To show reasons, we can use because of and due to as well. Do you still remember the difference between because of and because? Because of and because, and I'm going to ask one student to give me the answer. I've asked it many, many times during our lessons already. So let's see if you can get the correct answer. All right, Marco. Marco. Marco? Are you here, Marco? Marco, are you here? Are you alive? No, okay. Say something. Tell us the difference between because of and because. when do we use because of or due to, and when do we use because?
Remember, because you have a sentence.
Yes. So after
You just see a sentence. Because of, you just see a verb. You just see a noun.
a noun. Yes, thank you. Not a verb, a noun. Thank you, Marco. Marco is correct. After because of or due to, you cannot use a sentence. You have to use a noun. Like here, the flight was delayed because of or due to the heavy rain. The heavy rain, this one is a noun phrase. Noun phrase. Can we use because here? Because the heavy rain? No. Because after because, we have to use a sentence. Like here, it was raining heavily. This is a sentence. Okay, so there's a difference between because of and because. Remember this difference. This one, we can also put that before the reason, like here, as or since, because of or due to. I'm sure you know this. Next one, showing results. We use so to introduce the result of an action or situation. So last time, you still remember I asked a question about what's the difference between so and so that. I'm wrong. Can you give us the answer again? The difference between so and so that. Wrong.
One is for result and one is for purpose.
Yes, thank you. So and so that. So and so that. This one, so that, is for the purpose. The purpose. After so, we introduce the result. This one, result. Okay. So that we have purpose. So I'm sorry. So remember this. Okay. Next page, 96. We have so that here. So I just talked about it. We use show that. We use so that to show the purpose. All right. So what about the negative forms? We say so as not to, or so that not in order not to. All right. We say here. So next thing, part 5, because I want to save some time to talk about the question. So we'll do the exercise quickly. So I will talk about it quickly, not the exercise. The revision. So how to show examples? We use for example or for instance. Okay. So do you still remember the difference between for example and for instance? For example is less formal. It's less formal than for instance. If you want to write formally, you have to use for instance. And how to use for example, for instance? So these are some examples. You can have a look at it if you want to know how to use these words. And apart from for example and for instance, to give examples, we can also use like and such as. Like and such as. So these are less formal. If you use like or such as, these are less formal. All right. Last one. To show time and sequence, you see, you use before or after to show something happens before or after. And you also use meanwhile. When do we use meanwhile? When we want to indicate the period of time while something else is happening, or the period of time between two events. So let's look at one example. Quick example. Little Bob is sound asleep. So the baby is sleeping. Meanwhile, at the same time, his mom is preparing lunch for him. Okay, two things happening at the same time, and you can use meanwhile. All right. And these are some connectives of sequence to show the order in which things happen or the response to order. I'm sure you know these words. First, second, next, then, later, after that, before that, finally, eventually, and at last. Okay. So any questions about our revision? If no questions, so we'll check the answer now. So let's turn to page 102 of your book, 102. Oh, sorry, 102. Okay, Kathy asks, what's the difference between while and meanwhile? Good question. Let me go back to that page. Okay, basically their meanings are the same, meanwhile and while. But when we use in sentence, it's different. So how to use meanwhile? Remember, we use it at the beginning of the sentence, meanwhile. Full stop, and then a new sentence. You use meanwhile. Okay? But for while, you can see here, no full stop, and then another sentence. We use them to link two sentences. While. OK？ 中文講一次 ，meanwhile 新嘅句子嘅時候擺喺前面嘅 while 係點樣啦？連住兩句句子中間唔需要新句子，所以見到係世界嘅。OK？ Any other questions? Kathy, okay? Understand? So let's turn to page 102. The first one. Okay. Let's look at the situation. Heidi is writing an email to her friend Donna. Have her complete the email by circling the correct answers in brackets. All right. So we have an email from Heidi to Donna here. So let's see. I'm going to ask the first student. You have to read from number 1 to 1 here, B4, from B4 to, let me see, to here, to I wanted to try. Treat it as a speaking exercise as well. All right. So let's see who is the first lucky student today, apart from Marco. Okay, and his name is Emily. Emily, hello, Emily.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. So can you please read from B4 to here, try, with the answers as well. You may start when you're ready.
Before I tell you what I did on my birthday, let me say thank you to you and your sister for the birthday present you sent me. I had a great time on my birthday. I did so much in one day. First, mom and dad took me out for lunch. They let me choose where to go, but it wasn't easy to decide on a place, as there were lots of restaurants I want to try.
Okay, very good, Emily. Good work. So your answer was first. Yes, it's correct. Because we use first to indicate the order, to indicate the first thing. So we use first. Okay. So next student, so read from sentence 3, so answer 3 to the end of this paragraph. So let's see who is the lucky one today, this time. Coral. Coral, could you please give us the answer from number 3 to the end of this paragraph? Coral, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, let's begin.
Meanwhile, I asked my friends for suggestions. In the end, we settled on picking the
Palace.
palace.
Mm.
The food there was great, although the service was a bit slow. I was starting to get impatient. and was thinking about leaving when before that the food arrived. It was worth the wait.
Okay, thank you, Coral. Okay, but one of your answers is not correct. Can you guess which one, number 3 or number 4?
Guess for free.
You guess 3, Marco, guess 3. Coral, what's your guess?
3,
3?
I think.
Let me tell you, 3 is correct. Meanwhile,
Oh,
4, we did not use before that. Okay, choose again. Next or at last. Look at the meaning. The
at
food
last.
arrived. Oh, yes, at last. At last, because it happens at the end. Finally, eventually. the food arrived. So therefore, we use at last. Right?
对，
Okay, thank you.
刚
Question.
刚矿铁
Yvonne. Yvonne, please turn off your mic.
啊，到我了，反正我等一下也要回来。
Yvonne, please turn off your mic.
Hello，Hello，
Yes, please turn off your mic.
OK，OK。什么？
So these are the answers. Let's have a look at it again. First of all, meanwhile, yes, because two things are happening at the same time. And at the beginning of this sentence, we can use meanwhile. Okay, meanwhile, I asked at that time or at that moment, I asked my friends for suggestion. In the end, we settled on Peking Duck Palace. Palace? You know the meaning of palace? Coral, you know the meaning of palace?
Yes.
What is the meaning of palace? Can you find a palace in Hong Kong?
No.
No? So what is it?
Is can I speak in Cantonese?
Okay.
宫殿.
宫殿. Okay, yes. Or 皇宮, not a banana, Marco. Not a banana. Palace, 皇宮. Okay, 北京鴨皇宮啊. So the food was great, although the service was a bit slow. I was starting to get impatient. All right. So let me highlight this word. I'm going to ask questions about this word. First of all, so there are 3 questions. So about this word. About this word. Wait. Impatient. Okay, so let's see who is going to answer these questions. Raby, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, first question. What is the part of speech of impatient?
Noun.
No.
Adjective.
Yes, adjective. Okay. Second question. Can you give us the noun of this word? Noun. Noun of impatient.
Wait.
Mm. And also the last question tells the meaning of impatience. So we are very impatient now because we are waiting for your answers.
Okay.
All of us are impatient.
May I speak in Cantonese?
Yes?
不耐煩.
不耐煩, all right? So the noun of impatient is yes, thank you, Wallace. Wallace is correct. So look at the chat room rating. So the noun of impatient is impatient. If you don't know this word, jot it down.
Okay.
This is the noun. Okay, thank you, Raby. 不耐煩的. So Patient. Yes, patient is 病人。病人. That's your correct, Marco. But do you know that patient also has another meaning? 有耐性的. You can also use patient. All right. Okay. Number five. Number five. So next student, you have to read from number 5 to, let me see, number 5 to here, to a new one, to a new one. From number 5 here to a new one. Oscar. Oscar, so this is your first lesson. So do you know how to turn on the mic?
Do you know how to open your mouth?
Nola? Nola? All right, since this is your first time to have lesson, you may observe first. You need to open your mouth later. So let's see who can help you. Wallace. Wallace.
Hi.
Okay, hello. Louder, please, Wallace. Louder. So please read when you're ready.
After that, Mom and I went shopping together. First, she took me to get some new running shoes. And I want to keep fit.
Yes.
Then I looked for a new outfit for a
glorious
party the next day. Next, I exchanged my old mobile phone for a new one.
Okay, thank you, Wallace. Thank you. And your answers are correct. Very good. All your answers are correct. So let's have a look at it again. The first one, thank you, Wallace. The first one, after that. Okay, so my question is, why do we use after that but not after? Aren't they the same? After that and after, aren't they the same? My question, why should we use after that but not after? Mary. Mary, are you here, Mary?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes.
Do you know the reason?
No.
No. Okay, can you guess? Can you have a guess? No?
No.
Okay. So who can help Mary? You can raise your hand. Who can help Mary? The difference between after and after that. Why can't we use after here? No one? Mark, do you have an answer? Mark? Haley, do you have any idea, Haley? Haley, do you have any idea? Question 10. Yes. Yes. It's related to question 10. Why? Why are we using after that but not after? What's the difference between after that and after? You need a comma? Why? Yes, it's about a comma. Okay. So let me tell you, because I'm going to explain it again later. So
I maybe know that.
okay, Marco, you try.
After is put before the sentence, like after you do something, and after that is put behind the sentence.
Okay, partially correct. It's about sentence. It's about sentence. Okay, so let me give you the answer. After is to link up to sentences. So let me tell you, partially correct, Haley. So after, in fact, is a preposition. After is a preposition, and you all know that after a preposition, 前置詞 or 介詞, okay? After preposition, you can use a noun or you can use a pronoun. Or I would say you must use a noun or you must use a pronoun. Or you have a sentence, right? Just like Haley or Marco said, after you have a sentence. So here, if you say after, is a comma. No, we cannot use a preposition and a comma. For example, on, on, is another preposition. Can you say on, comma, and then something? Or in, comma, and then something? No, not really, right? So this is why we cannot use a preposition here. We need to use after and then something. So we use that here, okay? So I hope you understand what I mean. This is a bit challenging. There is only a subtle difference between after and after that. All right? Okay, so let's move on. After that, Mom and I went shopping together. First, she took me to get some new running shoes. I'm sure some of you like running shoes. I want to keep fit. Then you can see these are sequences. These are connectives. These are adverbs of sequence. Then I looked for a new outfit for Gloria's. So this is a girl called Gloria. Okay, Gloria's party the next day. Outfit means your clothes. Want to get a set of clothes. 全套嘅服裝. All right, outfit. Okay, and then next, I exchanged. So the meaning of this word is exchange. You exchange something with another student, okay, for something. For example, you have an old mobile phone, like here, you have an old mobile phone, and your mother is going to give you a new one. So you exchange your old mobile phone with your mother for a new mobile phone. All right, exchange something. 交換 in Cantonese. All right. So let's move on. Question 9 to the end of this exercise. So may I invite another student? Kathy. Are you here, Kathy? Kathy, where are you, Kathy? I'm calling you, Kathy. Kathy says something in WeChat.
Her battery died.
Oh. She can hear my voice. But
oh no.
Anything.
His phone is broken.
Her phone is broken. She needs a new phone then. You need a new phone, Kathy. Or your answer is which? Okay. You fix your phone first. I will ask another one. You go to find your mother. You go to find help. Don't just sit here. find a new phone. Find another way to have lesson. Now, Mark, please read from number 9 to the end of this paragraph, please. Thank you. Yes, Mark, your turn. Yes.
Finally, we met up with Dad. We were all tired by then, so we went home straight after that. Mom and I fell asleep soon after we got on the bus. Meanwhile, Dad was looking at the photos we took during the day. Perhaps he was too tired to. We all overslept and needed to be woken up by the bus driver at the terminal.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Mark. You got all the answers correct. So let me repeat what Mark gave us. Finally, of course, at last. So we use finally, at the end, finally. We met up with Dad. We were all tired by then. So we went home directly. It means directly. Went home directly after that. Mom and I fell asleep soon. We were sleepy and fell asleep soon after we got on the bus and sleep. At the same time, meanwhile, Dad was looking at the photos we took during the day. So when Mom and you were sleeping, Dad was looking at the photos. So we use meanwhile because we are talking about two things happening at the same time. Perhaps he was too tired too. We all overslept. You cannot wake up after your stop. You don't wake up, and we call it overslept. All right, overslept or overslept depends on the tense. And needed to be woken by the bus driver at the terminal. What a shame. All right, the bus driver had to tell you, wake up, it's the terminal already. If not, I will send you back to the depot. Okay. So this is the end of this exercise. Any questions? If no questions, let's look at 103. 103. So this is a more challenging exercise. So there are mistakes in some of the sentences below. We have to rewrite the sentence if it is incorrect. All right. And if the sentence is correct, we put it a tick. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to ask one student to tell me which sentences are correct. Which sentences are correct? All right. So this is an easy question. Which sentences are correct? Sam. Are you here, Sam?
Hello?
Hello, yes. Can you tell us which sentences are correct?
My answer?
Yes, your answer, of course. Apart from question 2, which sentences are correct?
Number 7 and number 10.
Number 7 and number 10. Okay, thank you, Sam. And I tell you, your answer is partly correct. Number 7 is correct. Okay? But there are one more. Not number 10 who can tell me the answer. Which one? Not number 10. Which sentence? Ron, any idea, Ron?
No.
No idea? Okay, thank you, Ali. Yes, number 5. Number 5 is correct. Okay, so let's fix the other sentences. Remember, 5 and 7 are correct. The others are not correct. All right, so let's see. So this is an interesting exercise. You have to prove it and fix it. So let me explain the first one. The school picnic was canceled because the typhoon. I told you, you need to understand the difference between because and because of. So here, you know that the typhoon is a noun. So therefore, we cannot use because after because, we need a sentence. So here, we need to use because of to introduce the noun phrase, the typhoon. Right? So this is the answer. The school picnic was cancelled because of the typhoon. All right. Question 2. The shop was closed. Okay, the shop was closed, not open. So we went home. Correct. No problem. This is the reason the shop was closed, and this is the result. You went home. Tick. All right. Question 3. John was making tea. Therefore, Karen was baking a cake. All right. So when I call your name, since you're 2E students, all right, we have a high expectations on you. You have to give me 2 things. First of all, give us the correct answer. Of course, give us the correct answer. Second, you have to try to explain why it is wrong, why it is incorrect. Give us an explanation, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's just do the next. Matthew.
Hi.
Yes, hello. First, can you please give us the answer for question 3?
Meanwhile.
Answer. The whole sentence, please. Whole sentence.
John was making tea. Meanwhile, Karen was baking a cake.
Yes, you're correct. Why? Why do we use meanwhile? You can use Cantonese to explain if you cannot use English.
When we use meanwhile, we need to put it something happening.
What is something happen?
Baking cake.
Okay. 2 things happening at the same time, right? So we use meanwhile.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Matthew. But let me tell you how to explain.
I know.
No, okay, wrong. Okay, go ahead.
When the boy he is making a tea, also that girl is making a cake. They did the action on the same time, so we use meanwhile. You see that they also they both add ing in the grammar form. Yes.
But wrong. But the question, you answer this question. But the question is, why don't we use therefore? Why do we have to change therefore to meanwhile? What's wrong with therefore? Why don't we use therefore?
Good question. Let me think.
Because Karen was baking cake is not the reason of John was making tea.
Yes, thank you very much. Good. Therefore, do you remember therefore is a connective for giving cause and effect relationship. John was making tea. This one is not the reason of the result that Karen was baking a cake. All right, there is no cause and effect relationship here. Yes, Haley, you're correct as well. So we cannot use therefore, no cause and effect relationship. Not because I see John was making tea, oh, I'm Karen, so I bake a cake. No, not correct. All right. Question 4. Is a common mistake, common error. Alvin. Hello,
Hi.
Alvin. Alvin, are you here? Yes.
Although I was angry, I tried to keep calm and didn't show my anger.
Okay, you're correct, Alvin. Okay, thank you. We do not need but. We do not need but. This is a common error made by Hong Kong students because of the influence of Cantonese. 儘管 but after 儘管 we do not need 但係 or but. Is Chinese. In English, you only use although. Although I was angry, I tried to keep calm and didn't show my anger. Or you don't need a go. Sorry, or you don't need although. You drop it. You keep but. You keep either one, although or but. Like here, I was angry, but I tried to keep calm and didn't show my anger. All right. Okay, thank you, Alvin. Number 6. The original sentence. Peter wants to be a pilot so as to he can fly around the world. All right. So let's pick one student. Lucy. Lucy.
Peter wants to be a pilot. So
Louder, please. Louder, please. I cannot hear.
Peter wants to be a pilot so that he can fly around the world.
Okay, thank you. This is one of the possible answers. Okay, Lucy, let me ask you a question. What if I want to keep so as to? If I want to keep so as to, what should we do?
Change the sentence.
Yes, we have to change the sentence. We have to change here. What should we change?
Put it in the first.
No. Remember, after to we have what? After to we have
Verb.
Verb. Yes, a verb. So which words should we delete?
He
And also one more.
can.
Can. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the answer. Thank you, Lucy. Like what Lucy said, we can use so that to introduce the purpose, all right? We can use so that, like here, Peter wants to be a pilot so that he can fly around the world. But now pilots cannot fly around the world because of the coronavirus.
Yay, the coronavirus was my favorite.
Your favorite. Okay, but and the second way, Peter wants to be a pilot. If I want to use so as to, it's fine. But remember, after, so as to after to, it is a to infinitive. So after to, we need a verb, but not a sentence. Remember, after to, we need a verb, but not a sentence. So here, we delete he and can. So the answer is, in order to or so as to fly around the world. We do not need he can. Okay? So if you have questions, you can leave it in the chat room. I'll look at it. Okay, if you have questions. So this is the good thing that we are having online lessons. You can ask your questions in your chat room. You don't have to raise your hand. Question 8. Question 8. Remember to close the windows before that you leave so that, obviously it's wrong, you can see. Remember to close the windows before that you leave so that it may rain soon. So complicated. So let's see who can help us to rewrite this sentence. Bobo? But it seems that Bobo is absent today. Bobo, are you here, Bobo? Bobo is absent. All right. Tiffany. Tiffany, could you please tell us the answer for question 8? Thank you.
remember to close the windows before that you leave because it may rain soon.
Okay, thank you, Tiffany. Partly correct, partly correct. Because you need to do one more thing. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany deleted here. He said because he deleted so that, sorry, she deleted so that. She said because it may rain soon. Yes, good. But look at here. Before that, you do not need to use that. Why? Because you live is already a sentence. You don't need a that here. That is a noun. That is a noun. It's just the same question as the one I asked before. The difference between after that and after. So you still, I hope you still remember after you need to use a sentence, and you can use a that. If you use a that, then we cannot use a sentence together. Like here, after and before are similar, right? So after before, if we have that, we cannot have a sentence. So therefore, we have to delete the that and change this so that to because, just like Tiffany said. All right. So this is the answer. Remember to close the windows before you leave. There are some options. You can say as, because, or since. Since it may rain soon. Okay? Understand? This is a bit challenging. This question is a bit challenging. I hope you understand how to fix it. All right. Number 9. This is, let me see. Number 9 is not difficult. It's not difficult comparing to number 8. So let's see who can give us the answer. Angela. Angela. Hello, Angela.
Hello. Oh my god.
You give us the answer for number 9.
Ocean Park has lots of
Attractions.
attractions.
Okay, follow me, Angela. Attractions.
Attractions.
Mm.
Since it has interesting animals and exciting
Rides.
rides.
Okay, Angela, wait a moment. You use since. You think there is a cause and effect relationship here? So this is the reason. Sorry, this is the result. And this is the reason. Angela? No. There is no cause and effect relationship here. Interesting animals and exciting rides are examples of attractions. I've given you a hint. Listen to me again. Interesting animals and exciting rides. These two things are examples of attractions. Okay, now can you help us fix it again? Angela.
For example,
Okay, yes, we use for example. Thank you, Angela. So this is the answer. Ocean Park has a lot of attractions. Full stop. We can use either for example or for instance. Depends on the formality of the writing. For example or for instance, it has interesting animals and exciting rides. All right. Okay, the last one, number 10. Thank you, Angela. The last one. Due to reduced air pollution, everyone should try to travel by public transport, for instance, MTR and bus. Okay, there are two problems here, and you have to solve two problems. Haley. Okay, Haley is on the bus, so let's wait for her. So in the meantime, so I will end the lesson, I hope, before 4:45, because I have 2 pages to go. 2 pages to go. Kathy, are you back? Kathy? Kathy is still away. Okay. So I will go through the page 104 and 105 quickly, unlike these 2 pages, because they are more difficult. Okay, so let's have a look at Haley's answer. In order to reduce air pollution, everyone should try to travel by public transport, such as MTR and bus. Very good, Haley. You got it right. So you have to change 2 things. 2 things. The first thing, we cannot use due to, because this is a verb. A verb. We have to use in order to. And then this one, remember, we cannot use for instance in the middle of the sentence. So what can we use? What should we use? We have to use like or such as. Okay? So if you have questions about this page, you can type your question in the chat room. We'll have a look at it. And now please turn to page 104 because we are running out of time. 104. 104. So I will show the answers for this page. I will show the answer and pick maybe 1 or 2 difficult questions. All right. So first 8 questions first. First 8 questions. Here are the answers. Please check if you got them correct. Okay. Here are the answers for the first 8 questions. Please check the answers. Kathy, you cannot say it. Or maybe I repeat the answers. Question 2 is so that. Question 3. Oh, Kathy is back. Okay. Question 3, as, because, or since. Question 4, we use and. Question 5, we use before. Question 6, but. Question 7, so. Question 8, because of or due to. There's one point that I want to talk about. So in the question 10 that I just mentioned, you still remember we had due to. So after due to, it is similar to because of. It is similar to because of. After due to, look at here, this one. Oops. After due to, this is a noun. We need a noun after due to. All right. And let's look at the remaining questions. Question 9 to question 17. If you have some other answers, you can tell me. I will see if your answer is correct or not as well. Number 9, let me repeat. Number 9, we use as, because, or since. Number 10, we use in order to or so as to. So you can see the meanings are similar for in order to and so as to. Number 11, we use although, though, or even though. Number 12, we use so. Number 13, we need a negator, not negative meaning. So we have the answers in order not to, or so as not to. If you don't know this, it's fine. Look at the introduction of this chapter. There is a session about it. And number 14, meanwhile. Number 15, eventually. Number 16, like or such as. And last one, number 17, is as or since. I'll give you 30 seconds more, and then we'll move on to page 105. All right, now let's move on to the last page, 105. You can always watch the video again on YouTube if you cannot follow, if you cannot follow me. All right, the exercise, the last exercise. So let me show you the answers first. And I will ask one or two questions. Oops, the technical problem. Yes. Let me show you the answers first. And then I will ask two questions. First, check the answers. Okay. So I have two questions for you. After these two questions, we can end the lesson. Okay? So the first question is about number 5. Number 5. Have a look at number 5. The answer is before that. Before that. So here, before that, there were often small accidents with cars hitting pedestrians and cyclists. Okay. My question is, so let's see if you are paying attention in the lesson today. My question is, why can't we use before? Why should we use before that, but not before? This is my question. So let's see if you are paying attention in the lesson. We talk about it today. Christina, can I have the reason? Why? Why can't we use before? We need to use before that. Christina. Christina, are you here?
Yes.
Yes. If you cannot explain in English, you can use Chinese as you like. But I want to know the reason. We talk about it today. Does anyone want to try to give help to Christina? Who can help Christina? Or let me pick another student to help Christina. Kim, are you here, Kim? Kim, are you here? Kim, yes? Can you help Christina to answer this question? Yes or no? No. Okay. Who can help them? Ron, can you help?
Comma.
Comma, yes. It's related to comma.
And
After, before, what do we need to have? After, before.
after, before, happen. Let me think.
Sorry?
After, before, we need work.
After, before, we need a noun or
Noun.
pronoun or even a sentence. Okay?
Oh.
So here, we can see if we put before, we have a comma here, we have comma here. It's ungrammatical because we need something after before. Before cannot be put in at the beginning of the sentence up before a comma. OK， 用中文講一次 ，before 同 after 都一樣嘅，佢哋係 preposition，佢哋係前置詞。哇，咁快落咗堂嘅 Matthew， 一陣間我未點樣 ，still have to check the attendance 啊。So 用廣東話講多一次 ，before 同 after 係前置詞，後邊一定有名詞嘅，佢哋唔會單獨擺喺前面句子喺前面有 comma 咁樣嘅，佢唔會單獨成為我哋叫一個我哋有個名嘅叫 subordinate clause 子句，佢唔會單獨成為一個子句嘅。OK， so remember。Okay, last question. Last question. It's easier. Number 8. Okay, look at number 8. The answer is due to. The answer is due to, but not as or such as. So please tell me why are we using due to? Please tell me why are we using due to? Can we use as? Because you know that, or because we know that as and due to both are used to introduce the reason. The reason. Why can't we use as? Why should we use due to? Okay, so this is the question. So let's see who is the last lucky student before our Easter holidays. Max. Max. Max, are you here, Max? Max, are you here? Max not here. Okay, chat room. Let me have a look. Okay, Max. I will ask another student for help. You're occupied by something. Oh, wrong. You are the lucky one.
Too lucky.
Okay, tell us the answer. You all want to end the lesson.
As is used by a cause, and such as is using.
You don't have to talk about such as. You talk about due to.
Okay, due to is using noun phrase and pronoun.
Okay.
So.
Thank you, Ron. One last question. So give us the noun phrase. If you say due to, after due to, we need a noun phrase. So what is the noun phrase in that sentence? Give me the noun phrase.
Grouping number. Nani?
The whole noun phrase. The whole noun phrase.
The whole noun phrase. The grouping number.
Not the whole noun phrase. I'm testing to see if you understand what a noun phrase is.
Too poor.
The whole noun phrase.
My God, wait a minute.
Oh, you don't have to wait a minute. Okay, let me show you. This is the whole noun phrase. The growing number of students coming to school by bicycle.
Wow, too long.
This is the whole noun phrase. Because I told you after due to or after because of, we need a noun phrase. Those that nothing.
The whole sentence.
Yes, the whole sentence, not sentence. The whole part.
Okay.
of it is the noun phrase. The great number of students coming here. This is why is it so long? One more thing. Let me talk about this. We can say it is who come. In fact, this is a relative clause. This is a relative clause. All right. So now it's coming. So it's also this relative clause modifies the noun phrase, and is also a part of the noun phrase. Okay. Okay. So I've finished discussing the answer of this chapter, unit 12, with you. So I hope you understand. You really understand the difference in terms of usage, and also in terms of the grammar between different types of connectives, because they are very important. The difference might be very subtle, but as you are Class E students, you have to understand the difference, especially later in your writing, because if you use the wrong connective, your whole sentence can be ungrammatical, and it could downgrade the overall mark of your writing if you use a connective incorrectly. Okay? All right. So any other questions before we end the lesson, before we check the final attendance? Any other questions? If no questions, so let me check the attendance, the final attendance. All right. So yes, you also say something in the chat room to indicate you are here, and I'll also call your name because this is the new practice. So when after I call your name, you can leave the classroom. Okay. So may I wish you a happy Easter holidays. And remember, stay at home. Don't go out so often. Be careful of the coronavirus. All right. You can leave the classroom after I call your name. Yvonne.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Agnes. Agnes. Agnes.
Oh, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Coral.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Lucy.
Bye.
Emma.
Bye.
Yo-Yo.
Bye.
Emily. Okay. Mary.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Christina.
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye. Bobo. Bobo is not here. Okay. Haley. Bye-bye. Okay, I see your message. Tiffany. Yes, I also see your message. Mermaid.
Oh, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Kathy. Kathy, are you here?
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. You remember to fix your phone. Angela.
Okay.
Angela.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Avis. Avis. Avis, are you here? I didn't call you today. Avis, are you here?
He's gone, maybe.
He's gone? I didn't call him.
Oh,
Okay.
but I see his name.
Okay, next one then. Sam?
Hi.
Okay. Kiko? Kiko, are you here, Kiko? Kiko's not here today. Rapey?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wallace?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ali?
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye from great distance. Marco? Marco? Oh, Kim, yes, sorry, Kim.
I am not here.
Okay, thank you. You are Marco, yes. Sorry about that. Oscar?
Here.
Okay, yeah, I can finally see Oscar in our classroom.
Finally.
Thank you, me. Thank me. I tell him about Zoom.
Good. Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark?
Hi.
Okay. Alvin?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, yeah. Matthew? Okay, I see your message.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Jackson? Jackson?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, yeah. Jason?
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Max. Yes, I see your message. And the last one is Dixon.
Mr. Guan, I have a bit things to ask
Okay, you ask here.
即係我想問下咧，即係我哋即係做工個
Wait,
字
wait. Dixon, are you here? Dixon.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye, Dixon.
誒，
繼續。
想問咧，即係我哋咪做緊嗰個participate course 噶嘛
？Participate course
係。之後咧佢係有個perfect course 嘅，即係我哋係咪今年教唔教㗎 perfect course？
即係 having 乜咁樣係咪啊？
係啊。
form 3嘅。
form 3哦。
唔需要學住。Having done something, having 呢個 form 3唔需要咁多學。
係啊 ，OK。
我哋淨係學現在式嘅現在同過去式嘅分詞嘅。
OK。
有冇其他問題？
冇啦。
好嘅，好，係咁咯。